Look kind of blurry. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Fabio Hart coming back with another video. Guys, I know I talked about this in the past. Well, let me wait a second. Give you guys a little time to load in. Kind of wait around a little bit. Give you guys throw down a few notes here. Give you guys a little time to kind of load in here. Just giving you guys a little time to load in. 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 $2K in a day. $2K in a day. I'm giving you guys a little time to load in. Make sure you share. Go ahead and share, guys. Make sure you like. Get the likes up. 2K in a day. That's what I'm going to talk about. Irresistible offers. Hey, how's it going? Daishel, how are you? How are you? Go ahead. Guys, make sure you like this. Make sure you like this. Make sure you share this. 2K in a day. We're going to talk about what happened today for me. Okay. I'm giving you guys a little time to kind of load in. A lot of people will be, coming in at the last minute. They'd be missing me. So I'm trying to give you guys a little time to load in. Give you time to, hey, how's it going? Hey, Fabi, ain't playing. No, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, guys. Make sure you like this. I'm about to jump right into it. 2K in a day. 2K in a day. We're talking about today, by the way. Okay. Okay, guys. So look here, man. I know you guys hear me talk a lot about irresistible offers, flyers, different things like this. Guys, if you do this stuff, you have to do it consistently. See, I'm at a point way above being nervous because my success means more to me than me being nervous. I don't get nervous going door to door. I don't care who the person is. I don't care their ethnicity. I don't care their religion. I don't care what they stand for, who they say they are. I do not care. If you cut their hand and you cut my hand, we're going to bleed the same type of color, right? We're going to have the same type of blood, right? Different blood types, perhaps, but needless to say, it's going to be the same color. Here's the thing, guys. 2K in a day. And that's just going knocking on doors. So my company, we put together a new flyer, right? I got over like 250 flyers, right? Here's the thing. We know 4th of July is coming up. 4th of July is coming up. Around holidays, guys, is the best times to put a sale together. I started this flyer at the top of what, June? Yeah, June, this month, June. This new flyer that we have is going to carry all the way into July 5th or 6th, I think it is. Anyway, that whatever the day is, I think it's the 6th. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's the 6th. That's when this sale is going to end. When you do an irresistible offer, right? Number one, you want to make sure that offer is something that you can afford to do, right? Whether you have any cross sales or any upsells, you want to make sure that that offer is something that you can afford to do. So I had this little flyer that we put together. Actually, it's a flyer that's already out there. That's already part of my stock. It's just we kind of changed the color scheme up on the flyer a little bit, changed a few different things, tweaked a few different things. And this is the flyer that I went door to door today. Now, 2K in a day. What I'm talking about is what we signed on the dotted line today. Now, I got a lot of potential prospects, guys. I collected a lot of business cards today, right? I do not go, and I repeat to let you guys know I'm a big fan of going door to door, but I do not personally go door to door every single day. But when I first started my business, I was going every single day. Sometimes I like to see if I have it. Sometimes I want to make sure I still got that, right? So I got myself together, put on my little necktie and got myself together, right? Pulled my braids back in a ponytail, looking crisp, smelling good, breath fresh, all of that stuff, right? And I went knocking doors, had my flyers. I had just a whole bunch of flyers, right? Of the same type of flyer, right? But it had the most magnificent, irresistible offer on it. Guys, you have to do this. You have to do that. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not telling you what I think is going to work. I'm not telling you what might, I'm telling you what will work if you stay consistent with this. I'm telling you what will work if you stay consistent with this. The type of contracts that I like to pick up, and you guys heard me say this again. If you go back and watch some of my old videos, you're going to see my message stay consistent. My message stay consistent. I like 1 day accounts, 2 day accounts, and three times per week day accounts. Right? I don't need a 7 day account. I don't need a 5 day account to be profitable in this business. Now you can be profitable, but it's other things that I like to engage in, other activities. I go to the YMCA, I go to the gym, I work out. There's other things that I like to do, right? Now I don't personally be the one to clean, but still, needless to say, there's other things that I like to do. I love those 1, 2, and 3 day accounts. You can make an insane lot of money doing this, guys. All you have to do is put together, formulate yourself a irresistible offer. Okay. For an example, the offer that I had is for a building up to 75. I'm sorry, I charge $75, but building up to I think it's 45, or what's that flyer? It's in the car. I think it's like 5,000 square feet, up to 5,000 square feet. 75 $75 up to 5,000 square feet. That's a small space. 5,000 square feet. I can do that with my eyes closed moonwalking. I swear, it's a real small space, guys. That's not a lot of space. Up to is the key word in that particular sentence. Up to 5,000 square feet. So you can kind of pick and choose, guys. The irresistible offer: $75 flat rate per cleaning. And I just killed 2K in a day. No cap, 2K in a day. On the dotted line, these are people that wanted the contract back today before the end of the business day. Okay, and we got that. Now I collected a shitload of business cards, right? I got a lot of business cards in the car right now, rubber band up, right? These is what I'm gonna follow up on. I got the contact people name on the back. I got the receptionist name on the front. The same thing that I tell you guys to do is the exact same thing that I'm doing. I'm no better than you. I just do things differently than you. I execute every single day. You should be marketing. Okay. The weather is nice across the country right now. There is no reason, absolutely no reason, you can't put together an irresistible offer. Okay. Now I got the American, like I say, we got a different color scheme. It's like pretty much the same type of flyer that I've used before. We just changed up the dynamics, changed up. This is our 4th of July sale, right? This is the 4th of July sale. It's going to end, I think, on the 5th or the 6th. Okay. So when the prospect read this flyer, they see, okay, it's up to 5,000 square feet, which is a small to medium sized building. Okay. Oh, I could pay $75 per cleaning. You guys going to do flat rate, so you don't confuse them with the rate. They already know, okay, $75. My building is 5,400 square feet, or I should say 4,500 square feet, or whatever the case it is. Okay, I fall right under that 5,000 square feet range, or I'm 3,500. Okay, guys, it doesn't take you that long to clean a 3,500 square feet building, a 2,000 square feet building, and you charging $75 per cleaning, flat rate. I love it. Now, when you get over 10,000 square feet, guys, it's when I tend to go by the hour. There's no reason that you should be charging per hour at a 5,000 square feet facility, guys. Okay. Now, other people on YouTube might tell you something different. If it works for you, go for it. But I'm making a lot of money over here. A lot of you guys now bringing 2,000K in every 2 weeks, right? I just closed. Now, just think, if I just go out and I use this flyer and I do this every single day, right? We got a new flyer out. We got the little American flag, 4th of July balloons on it, and the whole shebang. We put the flyer together. We got the irresistible offer, what we're going to offer for this $75 per cleaning. And we got, you have up until this particular date. You got to have a date on there, because you want them to be able to take action. They have to be able to take action, and you want them to do it very, very quick. The 4th of July is right around the corner, right? So we started this at the top of the month, right? So I just tried my luck. I got canvassers, what we call canvassers, people that go out and go door to door. Okay, so I'm talking about my own experience. Okay, I'm not talking about what we probably did at the top of June, I should say. I'm not talking about what we probably did. I'm talking about my own experience. Me going out with the flyers, going door to door, right? You guys can do this. I'm trying to tell you. Once a week accounts, twice a week accounts, 3 times a week accounts. Now, if you get more, if you get a 5 day a week or 7 day a week account, go ahead, go for it. I'm not telling you not to do it, guys, but you can make a lot of money on those ones, twos, and threes. Okay, you don't have to have the big facility like what I have here. Matter of fact, this become more of a headache than the smaller accounts. You can actually get an employee to want to work for you and stay with you on a consistent basis on those smaller to medium sized deals. Okay, you can work those deals a lot better. Those are quick deals that you can do when you get off of work, right? You come home, take a shower, get your kids together, or however, whatever, you drop them off at mom's house or whatever you got to do, right? Put them in the daycare, whatever you got to do. And you go in 1 hour, 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and clean these facilities that's under 5,000 square feet. You guys can do this. Absolutely. You can absolutely do this. And you don't even have to quit your job, right? It's not much of a barrier. Whereas you might work, let's say 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, right? 2 or 3 days out of the week, you go and you clean your site, right? You line up something for the kids, get them together, whatever you have to do with them, and you line that up and you go out here and you do this. Now, a lot of you say, well, Fabio, you hit the nail on the head. I just don't have the time to go out and go door to door because, like you say, I work during the day. You have to find a way to get out here and do this stuff, guys. You have to find a way to get out here and do this stuff. Okay. If you can't do it, you have to designate somebody that you trust. And I say this wholeheartedly, that you trust, because it's nothing worse than putting somebody in your position who's looking to overthrow you and take your position. It's nothing worse than putting somebody in a position who's looking to overthrow you and take your position. And that's easy to do. If you let your cousin go out and do it, you let your sister go out and do it, your brother go out and do it and say, hey, bro, can you do this? Hit this strip for me, go door knocking, here's the flyers. They can take that and close the deal themselves and get that extra, couple $100 or whatever the case is, right? They can get that money. You understand? Or they say, well, hell, I'm doing this for my sister. I'm doing this for my brother. Why not do this for myself? I'm going to start my own cleaning business, right? That's the mentality. You have to consider this stuff, whether it's people within your family or people that's outside of your family. That's why I tell you guys to go out and do it, because no one know your business like you. If I sit on the phone and I ask you guys, I say, hey, tell me about yourself. You're not going to pass the phone to your mom. Or you're not going to pass the phone to your brother and say, hey, bro, tell him about me. You're going to tell me about yourself, what you like to do, what you don't like to do, what you like to eat, what you don't like. Again, nobody know your business like you. You have to get in a position. You have to put yourself in a position to go out and be able to deal with these people on a day-to-day basis. In order for you to get out the rat race, you got to put yourself in the race. And right now, a lot of people are not in the race because they're scared to enter the race. In other words, they're scared to get out in the field. They're scared to go door to door. Okay, guys, you have to be able to do this 2K in a day. And I really wasn't even trying. I said, you know what? I haven't been door to door in quite a few, months or whatever the case, in quite a long time. So I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm going to go door to door, put myself, get myself together and all of that stuff, right? Pull my hair back. You understand? Got my flyers. We got, like I said, we got the new 4th of July flyer out. Has the Irresistible Offer on it. I let them know on the flyer we're going to charge $75 per cleaning for small to medium-sized buildings up to 5,000 square feet. You guys absolutely can do that, right? And like I said before on other videos, and I'm going to say it again, and people say, well, why are you going to charge just a flat rate? What if, here's the thing, buildings that's under 5,000 square feet, guys, once it become routine, it's going to be easy to clean. I'm going to say that again. Once it become routine, it's going to be easy to clean. Your first cleaning might be a very tough cleaning. You can charge more for that, right? You can negotiate that and say, put that as part of, this rate may vary because of da 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 da. You can put that in your flyer, or you could just verbally let them know that, okay? Because you don't want to feel like you bait and switching anybody. But each cleaning after that will be $75 per cleaning or $50 per cleaning. I told a young man not too long ago, I say, hey, in your market, where you're at, hey, how's it going, Jessica? In your market where you're at, hey, you can charge about $55 and still make a great profit. You understand? Just on these small to medium-sized accounts. A lot of my people are going after big accounts like what I have here. because they want to make thousands and thousands of dollars per. But those little counts add up. Those little to medium sized accounts add up, guys. And I just did 2K in a day. And when I mean 2K in a day, I don't mean one account that paid me 2K. I mean multiple accounts that amount to little. It's a little over 2K, but for all intents and purposes, we say 2K, right? So 2K in a day, you can actually do the exact same thing. Now I can't guarantee it. You understand? Because I don't know what type of flyer, what type of marketing material you have, what type of postcards you have, but this can be drawn up, guys. You can go on Fiverr. You can build your own on your computer or your laptop or whatever the case is. Hell, they got apps to do a lot of things. You guys have to be proactive. Come on, guys. You have to be proactive. You have to be able to step out there and do it. And do it. It's nice weather to do it. There's no reason why you can't put on a nice pair of slacks, right? A nice little polo shirt. You understand? Go door to door. Or a nice little dress or, or work dress or whatever the case is, and go door to door. Let me see here. Someone left a comment. What was that site again? What site? What site are you talking about, Tiana? What site are you talking about? Yeah, yeah. For the flyer, Fiverr. It's called Fiverr. It's an app. It's Fiverr. Fiverr. Yeah, man, $75 per cleaning, dude. Yup. And that's every single month, guys. I get excited about that. That's 2K in addition to what I'm already making. Small to medium sized accounts. You don't say we're gonna do this per hour. Don't do it, because then when you do that, guys, I'm trying to tell you, you're not gonna make the money. Let me give you an example, guys. If you have a facility that's 4,000 square feet that I know won't take you that long on a routine clean, and you tell them we charge $20 an hour, whatever, $25 an hour, right? Those people are going to be more concerned about the clock. Believe it or not, they're going to be more concerned about the clock than the actual cleaning. Did you really be here? Did you stay here and do this? And you said you're charging us $25 an hour and you got it for 4 hours, but you only did 2 hours. But when you say 75, it could take you 1 hour or it could take you 4 hours, guys. It doesn't matter, right? The object of the game is to clean the facility, right? Clean it properly, make sure everything is intact, make sure all of this stuff is together. And you just made $75 for 1 hour cleaning, hour and a half cleaning. They don't know that they're gone, right? But when you charge it by the hour for a small and medium size, you're losing money. You're losing. If you tell somebody we could do this for 25, they say, why would I pay you $25 an hour when I can go and get my grandson and have him come in here and he'd do it for $10 an hour? He'll do it for $10 an hour. You guys have to see, you have to understand how these people think, guys. I've been doing this for so long. I'm really making money with this. I've been doing it for so long. I'm trying to tell you guys, you have to believe me. You have to believe me. Those smaller to medium-sized accounts, depending on the area, you can make anywhere between $45 at the lowest, all the way up to $100. Okay, all the way up. And I tell the people that got my estimate breakdown sheet, all of this is calculated on. They know this. People that I spoke to and on accounts coached and all, they know this. You can make anywhere between $45 per cleaning, all the way up to $100 per cleaning. It may be more. You know your area better than mine, especially those well-to-do areas. They're willing to pay you a lot more, guys. You can charge them $150 per cleaning, and they will pay it in the well-to-do areas. You guys, I don't know you guys areas that's well-to-do, but areas in my areas such as like Dearborn, which is where I live, you got Bloomfield Hills, which is like will be the Hollywood of my area, where all the basketball players, the uppity people, Bloomfield Hills, Farmington Hills, Dearborn, Michigan. These are all well-to-do areas that you can kind of clean up in if you were kind of in these areas. Expensive areas to live in. Apartments going to cost you at least $1,000 plus, right? These are really well-to-do areas. Okay, guys, what I'm telling you is, but I know what I can get in those areas because I know the market. I know that market in that area. I know that I would get a lot less in Southfield, Michigan than I probably would get in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. You understand? They're in the same county, but it's different money. We're talking about different money here. You understand? I know what I would get in Redford opposed to what I would get in Dearborn. We're talking different money here. It's a little bit different here. You understand? So again, you guys know your area, right? I'm gonna get to your questions. Keep them coming, guys. I'm not ignoring them. I just want to get the point across. You guys know the area, right? If you know this area, don't they got a lot of it's impoverished. You're probably going to charge lesser money because you're not going to get the same money in a more impoverished or more ran down area as you would a well-to-do area. You can't charge a high price in a really ran down area. You're not going to get it. They're not going to do it. That's why in the most of the city areas, you walk into the law firms, you walk into the medical facilities and stuff in the city, they have a lot of franchises, right? And they paying them shit. Trust me when I tell you this. They paying them shit. You understand? The franchisor is making the money. The franchisee is barely, his neck is barely above water, especially in these areas. Trust me. Please trust me, guys. I do my market research. You understand? I'm trying to help you guys out because, again, it's nice as hell across the board. North, south, east to west. I don't care where you're at in the country. Even on your rainy days, you should be out there with your umbrella, knocking doors. Have an irresistible offer flyer or like a little postcard. You guys see those little postcards they have at the club? Kevin Gates coming to the club. They got these little cards, right? You can get your own little postcard. Have an irresistible offer. You understand? $75. That's just what I chose to use. And I 2K in a day. No cap. 2K in a day. I on the dotted line, 2K. Okay. It's not one contract, it's a multiple contracts. And like I say, it's just a little bit more than $2,000, but we're just using $2,000 for the sake of the video. Okay. So 2K in a day. You can do the exact same thing. You can have you might use $50, right? And people all they're looking at is the numbers. You do your walkthrough. As long as they don't have anything that's extra that falls within your general realm, your general cleaning realm, because that $75 is just general cleaning. Okay, it's not anything extra, anything additional. That's why you put in your on your flyer, rates may vary because it can vary, right? It's $75 for the general cleaning, but if I have extended cleaning to do or extra cleaning to do, that's going to drive the price to go up, right? Because that's extra. That's not part of our general cleaning package. That's not what we would consider general cleaning. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand this, okay? Let me get and see what you guys are talking about. Dallas will pay, right? Okay, Atlanta will pay. I'm telling you, I know Atlanta will pay. If you're in Atlanta right now and you want to make some money, email me. I'll tell you where to go because I operate in Atlanta. I got Sandy Springs. I got Midtown. I got pretty much all of Zone 6. Okay, all the College Park. You understand? Riverdale. You understand? If you're in Atlanta or you're on the outskirts of Atlanta, like you got Dublin and Mactown and a lot of these different other places that's a little further from Atlanta. I'm talking about if you in Sandy Springs, you in Decatur, you in Stone Mountain, you in Riverdale, you in College Park, you in Duluth, you in Lawrenceville, little places like that. You understand? Hit me up. I could tell you. I used to stay in Sandy Springs. I like Sandy Springs. Marietta is a good place. Even Marietta, I can help you, man. Come on, you guys can do this. You have to get out there though. Get yourself Irresistible. Alpharetta is another place. That's where Usher stayed. That's another place. That's a well-to-do place, a well-to-do area. You can clean up in that area, guys. You can clean up in that area, guys. Get an Irresistible Offer flyer and go door to door. If you have a maid service, ring the buzzers. The most that they're going to do is tell you, this person that make the decisions isn't here. I'm talking about for those that want to clean the homes. You never know until you try. Don't be afraid that they have security guards at the gate. Don't be scared that the camera is beaming in your face as you ring the buzzer. What do you expect? That's gonna happen. They may ask you to leave. They may say, "Well, we don't handle business like that," or "Here, let me give you a number to the person you gotta." Again, guys, because a lot of this stuff is community. It's gated in, especially in Atlanta. I'm telling you what I know. I operate in Atlanta, guys. I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You in your own way right now is nice across the board. You in your own way is nice across the board. See here. How do you deal with companies that want to lowball? $75 is low enough, bud. $75 is low enough. You understand? So if they can't afford that, then you can't really even afford to clean them. You understand? If they can't afford that, you can't really afford to clean them. Yeah, you can do the first time cleaning for free. That'll be part of your what we call irresistible offer. If that's the route that you go, you put it on your flyer. But look now, this is the way you get over that. You have, certain things that's gonna, because you, in other words, what I want to say is you don't want to go around just cleaning everybody for free. You don't want to go around just cleaning everybody for free, guys. Okay, so you have to pick and choose what you would do for free. Keep it on a low square footage scale. Okay, so you don't want to do like 5,000 square feet and you got 4 or 5 of those that you're doing for free. Do more of the smaller ones, right? The easy to clean ones. Or kind of when you do your walkthrough, kind of pick and choose. Say, you know what, this doesn't look too bad. Shit, I knock this out. I get this done for free. About an hour and a half of my time. I knock this out. You show up and show out. Make it smell good. Wipe it down. No smudges. Everything. Wipe the mirrors down, the windows, and get everything situated. And you out of there. You impress them enough, they'll hire you on. That's part of your irresistible offer. Now that don't even have to be on the flyer. You can actually just say that verbally when you walk in there. You can have whatever your offer is on your flyer. You can let them know we also doing free cleanings up to 3,000 square feet. Right now the flyer says up to 5,000 square feet for this particular offer. But you can double back on yourself. That'll sound good to me. If you walk in my office, you're talking about a free cleaning or a free trial. You can call it a free trial cleaning. You understand? So I'm trying to tell you guys, man, it's ways out there to.
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Good. How are you doing?
Awesome. How about yourself?
I'm well, man. I hope you have a pleasant night, my friend.
You too. Be safe now.
You too.
Right, it's going to do up to 3,000 square foot or below. Yeah, for free. Yeah, you don't want to do a bunch of buildings. It's a catch to everything, right? Let me see. If a client wanted the treatment once a month and we charge $100 for the month, the minimum, not a big office. Nathan, take it. If it's just $100 for a one-time cleaning a month, dude, you'd be crazy not to take that, because that'd be an extra $100 for a one-time cleaning per month that you can look forward to, dude, at the very end. And then you guys still got the rest of the month to pick up new contracts. So here it is, you got a $100 account, right, for just a one-time cleaning per month. And then let's say a week later, you pick up a $500. That's $600. When you see what I'm saying? You see how quick that money add up? And then you pick up another one that's $200, right? So you added 2 with the 6 with the 1. right? You see what I'm saying? Or the 5 or whatever the case, whatever I said. You add all of that up, and that's what I mean by 2K in a day. I went door to door today, had my irresistible flyer, and people was looking at that $75. We did a clean walkthrough. They say, yeah, man, the company that we have now, I don't know if you heard of this company before. It's a small company. It's called Woo Woo Woo, and they're doing a terrible job. Look right here. I say, yeah, I see right there. Yeah, wow, wow, yeah. We'll definitely get you together. When would you like for us to start? You have to ask that, guys. When would you like for us to start? Okay. You can ask that uh, at the end of your walkthrough, or you can ask that when you bring back the estimate, because you still got to write it up, even though it's $75, 70, it's $75, you still have to write it up. You still have to have it on paper, right? Okay, and then you go ahead and you give them your contract. If you know they want to do it, you bring the estimate and the contract together, guys. Again, these are just smaller to medium-sized accounts. These are just smaller to medium-sized jobs that you're doing. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You do a magnificent job on the very first cleaning, and everything else is just a touch-up, guys. And then they're gonna constantly pay you that $75. You have to decide who's gonna buy the chemicals, them or you. I would suggest if they're buying the chemicals through you, the cleaning products, you mark that up. Okay, you'll mark that up. Okay, because again, they pay taxes, right? Because you got to pay taxes. Okay, the chemicals. If they say, well, we providing all of the cleaning products and this and that, cool. That's, you don't have to worry about that. But if they want you to provide it, then you mark it up. So if it costs you $2 to get, you're going to charge them $4. This is just a hypothetical, guys. Okay, so if it costs you $2 to get, you're going to charge them $4, which is going to go towards the total cost. Okay, you're going to get all of this done on a walkthrough. Okay, I just happened to walk into some buildings that either did not have a cleaner, that wanted a cleaner, or that had a cleaner that they were unsatisfied with, and I got 2K in a day. On paper today, we closed today, 2K in a day. This same type of thing works very, very well with residential too. For my residential people, they say, hey, Fab, I'm not into the commercial side, I'm in the residential. Go in the well-to-do areas of your section. They don't have to be multi. You don't have to go to Bill Gates' home, right? You don't have to be that big type of situation. But you go to the $250,000 homes, $500,000 homes, maybe $75,000 homes, maybe go to the well-to-do areas. Just knock doors. Have an irresistible offer. Let them give you a walk through the home and what they need done. You write it up. Give them an estimate of what it's going to cost. Put them on a nice little contract just between you and them, and your company and their company, whatever the case, and you get to start cleaning. It's not as difficult as it seems, guys. You just have to be willing to go out there and do it. Okay, it's not that difficult to do. It's not that difficult to do. You have to have faith in yourself. The only thing that's holding the vast majority of the people back is the fact that they don't believe in themselves. The only thing that's holding the vast majority of the people back is they just do not believe in themselves. They think it's for Fabio and Fabio only. It's not for me. It's not just for me. I'll put it that way. It's for you too. You just have to be able to do the things that I do so you can get the same type of results that I get. You understand? I'm giving you guys the game. And this all come from a flyer, right? Whatever your budget can, if you can only afford 500 print up of flyers, then get 500. If you can only afford 200, get 200. If you can only afford 100, get 100. You might not even pass out the whole 100. You understand? But at least you went out and you did something. I got more business cards than I got people that was willing to give me a shot. I got more I'm talking about I got rubber bands of business cards. Rubber bands. I got to rubber band them up because I had so many business cards. But those business cards, I know what to do with those. Eventually, I'm gonna have to follow up with those people and see, if they change their mind, if they decided they want cleaning service. It's a way that you have to do it, guys. And I'm trying to teach you. I said this before on many other videos, but I'm just so amped up about it today, right? Because we did 2K in a day, and I wasn't even really trying that hard. I really wasn't. It was nothing more magnificent today than any other day. right? I really wasn't trying that hard. I just happened to go into buildings in my area that either had a cleaner that they wasn't happy with, or they didn't have a cleaner at all, and they wanted to start service with us. $75. I gave them my flyer. I say, hey, yeah, this is a promotion we running. It should end on the, I think it was the 6th or the 5th. I just don't remember what it said. And I let them know I gave them the flyer. They were, oh, this is something. Okay. Okay. So could we start this immediately, or do we have to start it on the first? Or, they ask you questions about it. They're looking at your flyer. Well, here, let me take you around. I want to show you what we need done. And it's not a lot. It's just, right now we have in-house cleaning. They get to explain and everything. You say, okay, 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 Mr. Smith or Mrs. Johnson or whatever the case is. Okay. Okay. And you steady writing it up as you go, you look and you're writing it up, right? What they need done and this and this and this. You have to distinguish what's extra and just what's part of your general cleaning plan. Okay. If it's extra, you let them know, okay, now this will be a little extra, this wouldn't fall under our realm of general cleaning, but you let them know that after, you do the walkthrough, after you take your notes. Okay. And then you ask them, okay, well, we go ahead and write this up. Again, once again, it'll be $75 per cleaning. Okay, you just reiterate that and let them know. We're going to bring you the estimate back and bring you the agreement back. Once you decide to sign the agreement, see, I want to assume the sale, which is your verbiage, is how you put it. You don't want to say, well, kind of if you hire us or if we clean for you. You want to assume the sale. So when I bring this back and you guys decide to sign and go with our company, when would you like for us to start? You see, I didn't say if, because if give them a chance to, change their mind. I don't know. Fuck no, I don't want you to change your mind. When we bring the agreement back and you decide to hire us, when would you like for us to start? You assume the sale. You assume the sale. How much would you charge for 5,000 square foot? In North Atlanta. Where about in North Atlanta? You gonna shout me and AJ out? Yeah, AJ a great guy. Yep. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, definitely. Alpharetta, you talking about for businesses or homes? For a 5,000 square foot building, easily that you can generate easily on the low side, easily like 200 per cleaning, and they'll pay it 250, 175 easily in Alpharetta, and they'll pay it. And let's say you go with those numbers and you see that you're not getting enough hits, you might drop the numbers. You could put multiple flyers together, multiple flyers together, right? That has the same look, the same verbiage, but different prices. You understand? So on the sticker price on this flyer, it might say $100, right? On the sticker price on the flyer underneath it, it might say $200, right? You can play with that, right? It's all marketing. It's how you think. So you might go and print up, 50 flyers for 100. They got the $100 sticker on it. You might print up 50 flyers that got 250 on it, right? And you just kind of bust that one out. That's the one you feel like you can get 250 on that building. Alpharetta got money. That's a well put together area. So you can do very well homes or businesses in Alpharetta. I'm to just tell you that now. You can do very good in Alpharetta, homes or businesses. Okay. So again, guys, like I say, I want you guys to get amped up. I want you to get pumped, put together a flyer. If you want me to take a look at your flyer to see if I would add something, take something out, I'll be more than happy to do that for free. I won't charge you to take a look at your flyer. You just email it to me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Put in the subject line flyer so I know that that's what the email is about. And when my assistant get it over to me, I'll take a look at it. I'll analyze it. I'll let you know what to put in there, what to take off, what sound kind of fishy, what you might want to change. You should change your color scheme, right? You can change your color schemes a lot too. Keep the same flyer and always change the color schemes, right? The way we do our flyers, we have them on a disc, like a CD, or you can put it on a flash drive, guys. So whenever you need to go in and edit that particular flyer, you already have it saved to a flash drive, or a flash stick, as they call it, or like a CD-ROM. A lot of the computers don't even take that no more. Mine is on a CD, and I have a flash stick or flash drive, they call it. You can save it to that. That way you could just plug it right into your computer or your laptop, and you can go to edit the color, edit this, edit that, right? Send it to print, boom, print it off, take the flash drive out, there you go, right? You make yours on the app. That's fine too. You can do that. You can make it on the app, print it out, just make sure it's the way you want it, Again, I'll take a look at whatever you guys have. If you want to email it over to me and say, hey, Fob, this is it, before I send it to print or get to printing it off, what you think about it. And I'll tell you, hey, I would change this, or hey, this is perfect, or hey, I would do this, or I would do that. Okay. Just to help you guys out. Again, there's no price for that. I'm not charging to take a look at it. I'm gonna just take a look at it and let you know what I think. Okay. But guys, you guys need to start doing this. It's the summertime, like the first day of summer when it's today, I think it was, right? Summertime, it's going to be hot across the board in the south, in the north, on the east coast, the west coast. It's hot across the board. There's no reason that you shouldn't be outside going door to door. If you set yourself up right now, your fall, winter season will be totally taken care of. Because I know a lot of you not going to do it in the snow or in the cold weather, especially if you're in the Midwest, you're in Chicago, Michigan, Ohio, those areas, Indiana. They get a lot of snow, a lot of cold weather. I know a lot of people isn't going to go door to door. You understand? And even in the South, when you're in the South at 50 degrees is cold in Atlanta, right? They shut down the city, but 58 degrees is a nice day up here in Michigan, right? So like I say, we in the nice weather. If you set yourself up and you stay consistent throughout the course of the summer, right? The course of the summer, and the summer lasts longer in some areas. Some areas never even get cold, like Florida and the West Coast. They have longer summers and different things like that, right? Again, guys, you guys have the opportunity of a lifetime to change your entire situation, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Now, let me get you hyped and then you go out and do it on the first day, and then it doesn't yield the results, and you tear yourself, you beat yourself up. Maybe I got lucky, okay? But you guys know me. I'm energetic. I got a way to talk to people. I got a way to deal with people. I know my business. I know what I'm willing to do. I know this irresistible flyer. I looked at this flyer and could tell that it's a home run. Okay. Would you suggest email and mailbox marketing? No mailbox marketing. I think it's a waste of money. Email marketing, yeah, but I wouldn't even do that, because a lot of times if people are not expecting an email from you these days, they automatically trash it. I do it all the time. I get a lot of emails, and I've trashed a lot of emails. You understand? Especially emails that go to the trash box, or emails that automatically go to my spam box. But if they come into my inbox, I got a lot of unopened emails, as I'm sure you guys have the same thing. Why? Because it doesn't stick out. The person name don't sound like anybody that you was looking from, expecting an email from, right? So email marketing for our business, I don't believe work as effectively as maybe if somebody's selling some online course or some online thing, right? They looking for a home-based business, online type of business that they want to start. This might be more appealing, right? But to email your potential prospects, or email, the potential homeowners, and you buy a list of emails and you just email them out, they're not expecting it. I'm not sure that that'll be as effective. But one thing I know for certain, the phones and going door to door. We talking about door to door today, because like I say, I did 2K in a day, got it on paper, signed, sealed, and delivered. You guys can do the exact same thing. And all I was selling was services, $75 per cleaning. That's it. Smaller to medium-sized accounts, not big accounts. You put the square footage on the actual flyer, guys. Use up to. I can't tell you what I use up to 5,000 square feet. You might not use up to. You might use up to 7,000 square, whatever you want to put up to. Okay. Don't just put 5,000 square foot, put up to 5,000 square feet. Okay. So that let them know that it falls from 5,000 square feet and under to get that price. And all of this is general cleaning. You're going to make sure that you indicate that on your flyer. And in very small print, you put rates may vary. Okay, you put in very small print under your offer, you put rates may vary. Okay, I'm trying to tell you guys how to set it up so you guys get an idea, so it can work for you. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions? I want to go ahead and entertain your questions right now. Cool. I was a little lost on price. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's how you can do it. What's her name? Is it Hilla? Hilla? Yep, that's how you can do it. Probably through job initial cleaning. Yep. You can do the initial cleaning for free. Is it multi-billionaire? Yep. You can do the initial one for free, right? So when you do that initial one, you're going to clean your ass off on that initial free cleaning, right? And then when they hire you, all you're doing is touching up at that point. And they're paying you $75. You're only there for an hour, hour and a half. People don't get paid that in an hour, hour and a half in their regular jobs. You understand? So just imagine if you're doing that twice a week or 3 times a week, that's $75 per cleaning for roughly 3 hours a week. 1 hour per day, right? Or an hour and a half per day, 2 hours per day, whatever it is still beat the hell out of going to work for the man because you're not bringing that home in 2 hours at your job. So it beat the hell out of the working for the man. You're not doing that at your job 2 hours. You might get that in 8 hours. So even if you did it 3 times a week, $75, you're doing pretty good. $50, you're doing pretty good. That's $150 a week. You multiply that times 4, right? You're going to add the taxes on there, all the whatever other costs, product costs. If you got chemicals and stuff you got to buy, add all of that on there. That's going to give you your grand total price. That's what you're generating per month before taxes, right? So then what you do is go ahead and multiply that times 12. And for that one account, that's what you're making for that one account all year times 12 months. So hopefully you understand that, right? So you say do it at $50. You don't even have to do 70. I just had a 75 on my fly. You guys don't have to use that, right? Don't go below $45 though. Don't do anything low before $45. And only do it for $45 if you know it's a quick clean. Like if you can look at it and like I'll be out of here in 40 minutes, right? I'll be out of here in less than an hour. Quick clean, $45, right? But I'm saying at the very lowest, I wouldn't go below $45 at a flat rate, the very lowest. And that's for a really quick clean, guys. That's for a building 1,500, 2,000 square feet. That's really quick that you can be in there 45 minutes to an hour in, right? You know you can get that done, 40, right? But other than that, I will mark it up at least 50, 55, something like that, right? Again, I use 75. You will want to keep it under 100 because I think anything over 100, unless it's a well-to-do area, you're probably not going to get it. You understand? So if you're in a like an Alpharetta or something like that, or you're in even a Marietta, might pay that. A Buckhead will pay that. You understand? Like even Midtown businesses in Midtown Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, will pay that. But you go to Decatur, you go to Stone Mountain, you're gonna have to drop that. They're gonna look at you crazy. Again, it's different. You got to look at the dynamics of things. You understand? You go to College Park and you compare that to Midtown, it's different. We're talking about a different situation here. You understand? So again, guys, like I say, it's all about the area. You can charge more if the area is a more well put together area, more well-to-do area. They'll be willing to pay that because they have that type of money. They have the money to pay that. But if we just basing it off of our flyer, you can have multiple flyers, like I said, with multiple prices on there. You understand? What accounts are easiest to land? I find medical facilities, uh, law firms, like chiropractors offices, dentist offices, anything medical is easy to land. I also like car dealerships. Those are easy for me to land. Little small churches. And now I'm starting to pick up some speed and see some traction from funeral homes. Let me see. 3J say, have you ever tried any lead generation service? No. I'm not against it. You know, if you feel good about it. I mean, there's a lot of lead generation services out. I used to offer lead generation. There's a lot of different lead generation services out. I'm not against it. If you feel comfortable about it, then go ahead and give it a shot. I would never tell nobody not to try something just because I haven't tried it or because, you know, I might heard bad things about it or something like that. I would always encourage you as a business person to try something because I will feel like I will be holding someone back, telling them not to try something that may not necessarily work for me, but might do spectacular for you. You understand? So, I mean, you would know in due time once you make that investment and give it a shot. You would know in due time if it's something for you. If it worked, you keep doing it. If it don't, you just pull from it. You know, you just pull back from it. You understand? So I'm not against the any lead generation system. You just want to make sure you feel comfortable about the company that you're doing it with. Let me see here. Yep, demographics. Yep. It's a gnat flying around. Caught him. But yep, it's demographics. Like, so it's just different areas. You can charge different things, but you want to, like, for the example of this video, we're just talking about just a base rate that you're basing on your flyer, right? So even if you did it in Alpharetta for, let's say, $100 or whatever the case, you may be able to get that for a once a week. Oh, no, not a problem, 3J. You might be able to get that for a once a week, twice a week cleaning. But you got to pick because see, Alpharetta is a nice area and they pay that type of money. But you can tell certain parts of Alpharetta that's like got money, and then certain parts you like this look like this is a lower part of Alpharetta, right? This like they don't got that much money over here. So I'm gonna bring the price down to tailor to fit for them over here. And then this part of Alpharetta, like I know they got the fancy cars, they got the money over here in this part of Alpharetta, right? Every part, every section, every city got that, right? Got that lower part and that well-to-do part. You drive in there, it's so nice in that area. You scared that you don't even want to drive through there. It's so nice, right? And then you got that area, you're like, oh, that shit, that's just where the Rite Aid at. That's Alpharetta. Yeah, that's just, yeah, it's down the street. That's Alpharetta. You know, my boyfriend, his apartment is next door to da 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 in Alpharetta, right? So, or my girlfriend, her, right? So you got those sections. You understand? So you kind of pick and choose, right? You go in a well-to-do part of the Alpharetta area, whatever, you can charge a little bit more. If you're coming back, let's say south of wherever, south of wherever you are, you might say, you know what, in my area in Alpharetta is, I probably won't be able to get that. I'm gonna bring the price down. So you might come down to $75, right? But just look at that $75 accumulation. Once a week account, twice a week account, 3 times a week account, and then it still give you time with the kids. You're only in there, for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. At the max, it would be 4 hours, right? But once you clean the building up very good the very first time, everything else is just an upkeep. It's like when your kid messed his room up, he got shit all under the bed, all under the closet. But once you're cleaning up that first time, and then you go after and you keep cleaning his room up for him or helping him keep his room clean up is not as dirty as it's not as effed up as it was the first time when he threw everything in the closet and under the bed and just messed it up, right? Because now you're just upkeeping what you already did, right? Or done, I should say. So you're just upkeeping it at that point. So that's the way these facilities is going to go, right? You go in there, you hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops. You can write it up for 4 hours, right? Just to, write it up for 4 hours. But if you get it done like in 2 hours, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get the same pay. Let me see here. You like property management companies? Yep. I got a lot of those. Apartment cleanouts. I like apartment cleanouts. It can be a headache sometimes. You understand? Because like I say, and apartments can be very cheap. I'm finding they really easy to pick up when you get them, but a lot of times they want to pay really cheap. And then they put it's a lot of weight on you because they have to get that unit back on the market, right? So when somebody move out or if they needed to be carpeted and needed to be painted or whatever the case is, and they need you to clean it up, they might say, hey, we need this done today before the end of the day, 5 p.m. And you might have 3 units that you have to do. Now, if it's just you and you don't have the manpower, that might seem daunting, and then you come in tomorrow and they tell you, hey, we got, 4 units that we got to get, together by the end of the month, right? So it put a lot of weight on you, but they're not paying that premium price. A lot of apartments don't like to pay that premium price, but they are, I would say, easy to pick up. I got apartments right now in Atlanta, Zone 6, that we do. Anything up and down Memorial Drive, Harrison, Ave, apartments. In Atlanta, got apartment on damn near every corner. So, like I say, Tucker, anything like East Atlanta, Zone 6, Decatur, all of that stuff, East Lake, I be through there, right? So when we got a lot of apartments, probably got more apartments in Atlanta than I do any other city that I operate in. You understand? Like I say, they real easy to get into, but maintaining that, like I say, they could put a lot of pressure on you. You understand? So, you guys have any more questions? Yeah, you from the east side? Yeah, I like the east side. I used to stay in Stone Mountain. That's my little set. People, where you stay in Atlanta? East Atlanta, Zone 6. That's my little section. But yeah, so like I say, it's a lot of money to be made, guys. I just wanted to come to you guys with this video. At the very least, to motivate you guys, put together a flyer. Like I said, if you don't know if the flyer is going to be effective or you want to get a perspective on it, how do you flip them quickly? You just get the job done. You go in there and you clean them. They give you a list and tell you what's wrong with them. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name on here. Let me see. Hilla. You just go in there, right? They give you a list of what each unit need to be done, right? And then you just go in and attack it. If they say they need it done today, they try to get them done today. If they don't have a cap on it, of when they need to get it done, you still want to get it done quickly. So, they can hurry up and get the carpet laid or whatever the paint job or whatever they got to do, the appliance or whatever they got to do to the unit. You want to go ahead and do your part so you can get out the way and get to the next unit. Okay, so if they give you a deadline, then make sure you just get it done by the deadline. If there's no deadline or they didn't specify a specific deadline for you to get it done, then just go at your own pace, but still try to get it done quickly as possible. Don't let it go past 2 days for a 1 unit. You should be able to get it done in a day, but there's a lot of factors in that. It also depends on how nasty the previous tenant left it, because sometimes people fuck up these apartments. You understand? Because they mad because of their eviction or whatever the case is. So some apartments might be less dirtier than others. Others might be absolutely atrocious, right? But that's the business we in. Yep, look into funeral homes. Funeral homes, you might clean up a lot of those because people scared to go into them. Dealerships, people be forgetting about those. Any suggestions on what to say, or do you freestyle, or do you have a script? Me, I got a lot of videos, and I really don't want to go into any training on this video. I will, but it's really simple. It's just a simple conversation. When I walk in the door with my flyer, business cards, or postcards, whatever I got, I go to the desk. They say, "Hey, welcome to ABC Dental. How may I help you?" Just like I would say over the phone, I would just say, "Hi, I'm Fabio Hartwell, Hollywood Janitorial Service. Who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning for your facility?" That's all I say. I know it like the back of my hand because I go door to door, and I say that to everybody, no matter what company it is, a church, or whatever the case is. "Hi, I'm Fabio Hartwell, Hollywood Janitorial Service. Who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning for your facility, or for your property, or for your business, or whatever the case is, whatever term you want to use." I usually use facility. And they'll say, "Oh, that'll be Doug Johnson." You say, "Okay, awesome. Is Doug available at this time?" You see how I just come out of my mouth fluently because I do this. Like this, I say the same thing. And they say, "Well, I do you have a business card? We're not looking for a cleaner today, but if you have a business card, you could take one of ours and maybe we could see you in the future." You say, "Sure." Give them a business card. You take one of theirs. You ask, "What's their name?" "Hi, what's your name?" "My name is Amanda Smith." You write Amanda Smith on the front of the card. You ask, "Who is the contact person that I would speak to?" "Oh, that's Doug Smith." You say, "Okay." And then on the back of the card, you write Doug Smith, contact person. Okay. It's very important because when you talk to Doug, Doug might ask you, "Who did you talk to, or who referred you to me?" You want to be able to say Melissa Smith or whatever name I just said, Amy Johnson, whatever the case is. "Oh yeah, I know Amy. That's our desk clerk. That's our receptionist." Okay. So that's why you write her name or his name on the front of the card, right? Because essentially that's the person that referred you. You wouldn't be lying when you said that. And on the back of the card, you write the contact person that Amy told you, or Derek, or whoever told you to write down as the contact person. You get their first and last name. Okay. And then they have your name on your business card. You take one of their business cards, you out the door. Go to the next building, X, Y, and Z Dental. "Hey, good morning. Thank you for coming into X, Y, and Z Dental. How may I help you?" Say, "Yes, I'm Fabio Hart with Hollywood Janitorial Service. Who would I speak to in regard to commercial clean for your facility?" Same thing. Same thing. Door to door. Same thing. Same thing. Derek, that'll be Isaiah Thomas. "Well, can I speak to Isaiah? Is he available at this time?" "Isaiah, he's in a meeting now, but I can give you his number, or I can give you his card." That'll be awesome. You take the Isaiah number, take his card, whatever the case is, write his name down if it's not on the card already, right? And then on the back, you'll write her name. If she gave you one of Isaiah cards. You understand? You write her name, get her name or his name, whoever it is, write it on the back because that's the receptionist. You on the back, you'll put, you know, Amy Johnson receptionist, or Amy Johnson desk clerk, or Amy Johnson referral reference, or referral, whatever it's, so you will understand what it is. Okay. And then on the front of the card, it'll have Isaiah name, his number, his extension, his cell phone, whatever the case is. Okay. Again, if they say that they don't need the cleaning, don't harp yourself over it. Don't waste no time or nothing like that. You just add it to the stack of cards you got for follow up in the future. And sometimes you can even ask them, "Would it be okay if I follow up in like 3 months?" But I wouldn't say that until you spoke to Isaiah. Let Isaiah, since he's the contact person, let him be the one to tell you that they don't need service at this time. Okay. So you can always call back up there, or make a visit, call back up there, or just walk back, walk back into the facility at a later time or later date, or whatever the case is, and ask for Isaiah directly now because you already know that he's the contact person for commercial cleaning. Okay, so it's a science to it. It's a way that you guys doing. Like I said, I can go into a whole training. I got a lot of videos on my channel where I kind of cover this, and I say the same stuff that I'm saying now, by the way. So you will see, like, okay, this guy, he's really doing it. Like, that's the same. It's the same thing, right? It's more of an introductory. You're not really selling yourself. Okay, if you want to leave your flyer, you let them know about your flyer. I've been doing registers a few years, but now I'm really aiming on that. Yeah, commercial is the way to go. The reason I like commercial, people ask me all the time, "Fabio, if you was to start over, where would you start?" I would start first If money was a factor, I would start with residential because I can get paid quickly. I can get paid at the end of each job. The check could be there, right? I can get paid quickly. But if I can wait and money is not so much of a factor, or I'm okay with waiting for that net 15 or that net 30, then I would pick commercial. Because with commercial cleaning, you got to wait that net 15 if you're doing it bi-weekly, or you got to wait that net 30. Okay. So this means you're going to clean for the 30 days, and then you're going to bill them for services rendered at the end of the month going into, the first day of the next month. So by July 1st, so if you're working through the course of June, you submit your invoice between, I would say, the 28th and the 30th of every month. Give them a two to 3 day window so they can prep the check and have the check ready for you by the first of the month. So if that makes sense, let me see some thumbs up. I want to make sure we're on the right page. I want to make sure everybody grasps what I'm saying. Let me see some thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so again, you're going to work the net 30, or you're going to work the net 15, which means they're going to cut you a check every 2 weeks. You just got to make sure that that invoice is in their box enough so you can get that check on time, because nobody like getting paid late. But if you get paid late because you lack putting that invoice in the box on time, or you lack getting that invoice to them on time, then that's your own fault. You can't curse them out because the payment is late because you turned the invoice in late. Okay, so that's pretty much how that goes, guys. So you can do a net 15, if you want, on some deals, and then other deals you can just do net 30. Now I heard some people say, well, if I'm going to do a net 60, I do not want to wait 60 days for a check. There's no guarantee your company going to exist, and there's no guarantee that if your company exists that y'all have the money in the bank to pay me for that. So I'm not waiting 60 days out for a check, and I'm damn sure not going to wait 120 days. Okay. So again, the most that I can help a company with is on the net 30. Okay. But with a residential account, you can get paid right then and there. Like following the cleanup, you can get paid. The check is there. Right. Also, I had one of my subscribers ask me about credit card. My company accept credit cards. Hilla, I got you. I'm gonna come right back to you. I promise. So I had a subscriber ask me, do my company accept credit cards from our clients? Those are preferred, because at the beginning of the month, you don't have to. You still invoice them, right? But you automatically charge your card. You don't have to wait for a check. You don't have to go through all of this and this and that. It's just at the beginning of each month, whenever the payment is due, you go ahead and charge the card. Just like your phone bill company might do, like if you're on auto pay with T-Mobile, whatever phone provider you have, or like your utility bill, it might be connected to your credit card or your bank card or whatever. You don't worry about these things. Your car payment, you don't worry about these things, right? Yeah, they still invoice you and send you the invoice to your email, or send the invoice to your home via mail, but they already just make the payment. They already just debit the payment right off of your charge card, or right out of your account. You understand? So that's bread and butter if you can get set up with that, where you can just automatically debit the payment from their account or from their charge card or whatever the case is. Now, again, I got a lot of clients like that. I got a lot of, sorry about that, guys. I got a lot of companies that's like that. A lot of companies that's like that. And it makes it better for me and them both. They don't have to worry about it. We keep the card number on file. We keep all the information on file, and we just automatically debit that out of their account each and every month. And we still send the invoice around the same time. Now, for a merchant account, guys, you can type in merchant account in Cincinnati, Ohio, and see what come up, or you can get an out of town service provider. It doesn't even matter. They got apps for everything. You can put merchant account apps, or merchant account apps. They got the Square that you can put into the phone. It's a lot of different type of PayPal. There's a lot of different payment methods that you guys can kind of sign up with and get started with. Okay, so that shouldn't even bother you. That's not even shouldn't even really be a factor. That's easy to really sign up for. Okay, it's just a matter of finding the right one. They give you the best percentages per transaction, because you got to pay a percentage per transaction that you do. You understand? So again, like I say, guys, it's a lot of money to be made in this business. Hopefully, I motivated you guys to get those flyers going or postcards going, right? Just something that have a great irresistible offer on it. Keep it low. Don't make it big. Don't make anything really exaggerated. Keep it low. You understand? Keep it low. What do you mean keep it low? Keep the prices down. Don't worry about trying to make the $200 or $300 per cleaning right now. Don't worry about that right now. Okay, because $75 add up really, really quick, especially when you got 3 day a week accounts, 1 day a week accounts, 2 day a week accounts, and then you got multiple accounts. Like I did 2K in a day, and that's with multiple companies. That's not with just one company. That's what I got on paper. But I went to a lot of buildings. I went to a lot of buildings today, and I got a shitload of business cards in my car, right? I went to a lot of buildings, a ton of buildings today. Walking, it was a nice day. I'm going. Ignore the call. Um, Walking, going door to door, doing the same thing that I'm telling you guys to do. Given the same type of verbiage. Hello, I'm Fabio Hart with Hollywood Janitorial. Who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning for your facility? Or who would I speak to for commercial cleaning here at your building, or whatever the case is? You understand? That's it. You're just being conversational with them. You're not necessarily selling them anything. The object of the game is to do a walkthrough while you're there. Try to get the walkthrough out the way while you're there. That way you can go ahead and go home and write up the estimate. You still got to write it up, even though you know what you're going to charge them. They know what you're going to charge them. You still want to write it up for however many days, about how long it's going to take, who's supplying the product or the chemicals, the products, right? You add the tax on there. You give them the grand total price when you turn the estimate in, right? And then the object of the game is to make sure that they understand that estimate. Once you bring it back to them, you make sure that they understand it. And then the ultimate goal is to get them on the agreement. You get them on the agreement. You go ahead, sign them up on the agreement. You ask them when, once you hire us, when would you like for us to start? Simple. When would you like for us to start? Okay, not if you hire us. When would you? Again, you don't want to leave no room for them to tell you no. You just want to assume the sale, assume the position. Okay? So let me see if you guys have any more questions. Do you have any more questions? How much do you generally, okay, paying the employees? You start them off with minimum wage. Whatever the minimum wage is in your state, you start them off with the minimum wage. And then you work them up from there. The reason being that I don't like to start paying somebody extremely high wages first is because there's no guarantee that they're going to stay with you. Okay, there's no guarantee that they're going to stay with you. So if you got to pay them anyway, you start them up with minimum wage, and then you tell them that there's room for a raise after so many days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever the case is, right? They kind of lock in their assurance of them staying with you if they're going to stay with you, especially if they're just doing it for the money. They're doing it because they want to get a raise or they just need extra income, whatever the case is. They'll stay a while with you. They'll stay there with you. Okay. So you guys have any more questions for me? Don't stay motivate me. You are giving us knowledge so you will receive it back tenfold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man. I just want to see my subscribers win, man. I just, like I say, it's so much money to be made out here. It's not like I can monopolize the industry, right? I'm in one section of the country, you guys in other section of the country. Why not share the knowledge? You understand? It's nice across the board, like I say, from the north to the south, from the east to the west, right? So we should be out here every single day knocking doors. If I can do 2K in a day, just imagine what you guys can do. But it's going to take long hours. You can't do it 2 hours, 3 hours, guys, and say, well, everybody turned me down. So it doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that. No business work like that. If you're doing it just to make money and you don't have not even a little sort of sense of passion behind it, you're not really going to be successful at it. You understand? You're not going to really, you got to think of it like a business. Don't think of it like a side income. Don't think of it like a job. If you want a little side hustle or something, I would advise you guys to go find another side job. You understand? But if you want to build a real viable income, really, really quickly, I might add, I mean, you can make a lot of money doing this. You guys might walk in facilities tomorrow and you might be stealing accounts from franchises. Trust me, I've done it. I've done it. People will give you a chance. When you go, make sure you guys be professional too. Because, and I'm here to tell you, let's talk about this. The way you look is ultimately going to depend upon your success, to be honest. When I walk in a building, I smell good, I look professional, I'm well groomed, I keep myself up, right? Breath on fleek, right? You don't want to have any stank breath or anything like that. Again, they judge you, guys. They judge you. Ladies, I tell my ladies, just because you voluptuous or you sexy, and we know you sexy, and you know you sexy, please don't go in there with the tightest dress on. Because if you walk in my office and you got the tightest dress on, and I look, shit, man, she can get that pressure. But there's no guarantee that you're going to walk in the office and you're going to be dealing with the male contact person or a male receptionist, right? Now, that might be appealing to the males, right? But there's no guarantee you're going to bump. So you want it. What am I saying? You want to be neutral, ladies. You want to be neutral. You want to be neutral. You don't want to have your Sunday best on. You don't need your pumps and stilettos in the club. You don't need that, right? Just have on some nice, comfortable shoes. Be professional, just like whatever you will wear to a job interview. Okay, if you feel like you'll wear this particular outfit to a job interview, then I would say that it's suitable for going door to door in. My fellas, same thing. If you got your locks or you clean cut, groom, and all of that, you make sure you're together, guys. Nice little tie if you're gonna wear one, button up shirt, slacks, comfortable walking shoes because you're gonna be walking. You're gonna be walking. You're going door to door. You're going to be walking. They judge you the minute you walk in the door. They judge you the minute you walk in the door, and oftentimes the contact person asks the receptionist person, "What do you think about such and such? Did he have a great attitude? Did she have a great attitude?" That's why I tell people never belittle the receptionist. Don't say, "Oh, that's just the receptionist lady. Oh, that's just the desk clerk. It's nothing he can do for me. He can't hire me. He's just the desk clerk." No, he's your middleman between you and the contact person. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't even be able to get to the contact person. Okay? Yes, I am the contact person at work, yo. Yeah. So you can't belittle them. And a lot of times, like I say, a lot of times they ask the contact person asks the receptionist, what did they think about you when you first came in? And people judge you based on the way you look. So you might as well look your best. We get judged every single day. I don't care where you're at. Atlanta, I don't care if you're on the MARTA, I don't care where. I don't care where you're at. You're going to get judged. So with that being said, guys, like I say, you want to make sure you look your best because they don't know how you clean, but they know how you look. They know how you smell, right? They know if you were polite when you walked in the door. You're going to get judged on that first and foremost. So go in there with great spirits. Go in there with a smile on your face. Be professional. Shake their hand. Look them in the eye. Know your subject matter. You understand? Let them know what you're there for. Who you need to speak to, etc., etc. Okay? Again, like I say, don't try to shit on them and don't try to belittle them. Because if they feel that way, they'll tell you we're not hiring for cleaners right now. And they'll take your business card and throw it in the trash as soon as you leave out. And the contact person will never know that you even came that day. I'm telling you this. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. Don't get mad. I had some people got mad at the desk clerk or the reception people. This has been a long time ago. Some of my subscribers, Man, I went in there and they got rude. I say, look, man, you have to, even though they might get rude or they might come off on a, on a not having a good day type of vibe, you can't give that energy back. You still have to remain the profession or professional. You still have to remain a professional. Okay. Now I do agree because they on this cycle, don't mean they should take it out on you. Just because they had a death in their family, they shouldn't take it out on you. I do agree. But this is you gotta this is business, right? So you can't give that energy back to them because you need them to get to the contact person. Okay? Another thing that I like to do, guys, you can warm somebody up if you sense you got a they got bad spirit or they got they're not feeling too great today. You can say, hey, nice tie. I like your tie. That tie might be shitty as fuck, and that might be a tie you would never wear even when you dead. But that's just something to warm it up a little bit. You understand? I like your haircut. Oh, that's a nice hairstyle. I like your hairstyle. It looks great on you, right? People like to get compliments. People like to get, nice gestures, different things like that. I'm helping you guys with etiquette right now. That's what we're talking about, etiquette right now. There's many times I didn't like certain things, I was getting a bad vibe, and I'll say, hey, man, that's a nice watch you got it on. What's the name of it? They say, oh, man, it's just something I bought, man. I don't even know the name, but my wife got it for me. I say, oh, that's pretty jazzy right there. I like that. Oh, thanks, man. That warms it up, and they remember stuff like that. So when you come back, if you come back, they'll remember when you compliment them on the watch. You'd be like, hey, Jeff, how's it going, man? Hey, it's Scott here. Remember I was here yeah, I remember you, man. I remember you. Scott, let me see. I think he's in the back. Let me go check real quick. All because he remembered I gave him a compliment on his watch the last time I was at the facility. He's probably having a bad day. He was probably having a bad day, but he's having a good day this time. So when I come in, before I can even go, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, how's it going, Jeff? How you doing, bro? How's everything? Hey, is Scott here today? Yeah, I think he's in the back. 1 second. Have a seat. 1 second. Let me see if I can grab him for you. And they go and get him for you. Again, guys, it's etiquette. I'm teaching you etiquette. This is stuff that I do. I do this. I sense certain things. The young lady, she's having a bad day. I say, oh, you must not be feeling well today. Oh, I hope you feel better. I got some gum or some haws. No, I'm okay. I'm wait till lunchtime. Oh, okay, cool. You kind of go right into it. Well, I'm Fabio Hart with Hollywood Janitorial Service. Who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning? They say that'd be, Melissa Ford. Okay, great. Is she available at this time? Yeah, she's in the back. She's on the phone call right now. If you want to take a seat, as soon as I see her line clear, I'll go and get her. I said, not a problem. Take a seat. And then she go and get Melissa Ford, right? Melissa come out and you introduce yourself, and then you let Melissa know why you're there, right? You were just in the area. You wanted to stop by to see if they had a commercial cleaning company. You wanted to talk to the contact person for this facility in regards to commercial cleaning, see if they'd be interested in commercial cleaning, possibly do a walkthrough. That's pretty much all you're going to say to the contact person once you get in front of them, right? Introduce yourself just like you did to the receptionist. Let them know why you're there, just like you did to the receptionist, right? And then see if you can get that walkthrough, right? That way you can at least get the estimate in. Okay. If they don't want to do a walkthrough or they don't need a company, you shake that person's hand, get a business card if you don't have one already. And then you politely leave and go to the next facility. Go to the next door and knock on the next door. Don't take it personal. Just take it as for right now, they don't want us, but they want us in the future. Take it like that. That'll help your spirits a lot better than thinking they don't never want us. They don't want us. No, hell no, never no. Don't take it like that. Just take it like, okay, they don't want us right now, but they will have us in the future. Shake the lady hand, shake the man hand, and exit the facility. It is not as difficult as you guys think. I'm willing to gamble if you guys do what I ask and do what I do, that you next week or within 2 week time, you come emailing me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com and say, man, remember you was on that video for like an hour and a half, bro, when you said woo woo woo. Fabio, oh my God, you are a lifesaver. Guys, you don't know how many emails and little phone calls and different things I done got like that where people like, oh my God, You touched my heart. You touched my spirit. Like I was energetic. I was enthusiastic about it. And I went out and did it. And voila. I walked in the second building. I walked in. They were trying to hire me right away. Fabio, when I tell you I was not ready for it, like I didn't have my paperwork together right then and then. The lady was wanting me to try to do it right then and sign up. You're gonna get that, but you never know if you never jump out there. You never know if you never jump out there, guys. There's facilities that's waiting for you to walk in right now. They're trying to get you to start tonight. Tonight, I'm trying to tell you, I can't guarantee this is going to happen, but it has happened to me in the past, and probably will happen to me in the future. You never know. You have to be out there, guys. You have to have. I tell you, to have your paperwork ready, your contract, your non-disclosure agreements, your estimate breakdown. You have your paperwork ready, your bidding proposals and different things like that, because you never know. They might want you to go and write it up. You might have to sit in your car and write it up and bring it back in. Or you might have to go to Starbucks at McDonald's down the street and go and get your little coffee or whatever and write this up real quick and then take it back to them. Because it might be a little bit too far to go all the way back home to do this just to come all the way back up to the office. I've done that before. I never like to sit at the property. If I got to write it up real quick, like, and I got to put it together, I got calculators in my car. I got my forms in my car. I keep it right on the back of my car seat, in the pocket, in the folder, right on the back of my car seat. Business cards, ink pens, my calculator, everything right there. My estimate breakdown forms, my bidding charts, my agreements. I keep everything right there because I never know when I might walk into a facility and I don't have time to go all the way home and I got to write this up now. So I'll write it up real quick. Take me about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, depending on how technical it is or whatever the case is. Add it up, put the numbers together, boom, turn the numbers in. That let them know that you mean business. You know, even if it's going to take you a half an hour to get done, you tell them I'll have it in today before 5. What time you close today? 6 o'clock? Okay, cool. I'll have it in today before 6. And you let them know. You look them square in their eyes and you let them know. Oh, not a problem. We'll have it in today before 6. And then you do that. Don't call them with you. Well, my son, what happened was my son, he got out of basketball practice late. So can I just bring it tomorrow? You playing games. You playing games. It's not the way to handle business. It's not it's not the way to handle business. They don't want to hear any excuses. If you tell them you're going to have it in within 24 to 48 hours, have it in within 24 to 48 hours. If you tell them you're going to have it today before 6, have it today before 6. Don't play games with them because they don't have to go through you. They don't have to go with your company. They don't have to go through your company. They don't have to deal with you at all. Okay? But we do know that you need the money, or you want the money, or you want the contract, you want the accolades, you want to build your business. Okay? So you have to act professionally. Okay, I'm kind of just teaching you guys etiquette. I kind of got off a script a little bit because I wanted to talk about this flyer, which I did. I think we all got an understanding of what I mean by having an irresistible offer for your flyer. But I'm teaching you guys etiquette because, again, they're going to judge you from the minute you walk in the door to the minute you walk out the door. Your swag, if you come off too confident, whatever the case is. If your breath stink, they're going to joke about that. Your hair, if it's uneven on one side and you're doing too much on the other, like they're going... Trust me, guys. And this from male and female alike. There's no picks with this. I tell my ladies all the time because sometimes they get too sexy. And I had a few females. I'm like, if you're not sure if you should wear this, send me the picture. Let me tell you if this is professional enough. Great, that's professional. That's too much. You want to pull back a little bit from that. And I had to do that before because sometimes people they never did this before, so they're not sure what they should wear it. And I get it, females are dressed, a certain way. They probably think they're going to deal with a male, but there's no guarantee that you're going to deal with two males, a male receptionist and a male contact person. You might be dealing with the female clerk, desk clerk, and a female contact person. As soon as you walk out of there, she's going to be like, yeah, she come in here, I thought she was about to go straight for Magic City or something. I thought she was about to be at, yeah, she got, I don't know. No, hell no, we don't need that. We're not about to hire her. She got her boobs all out and this and that, the tight. You can see her thong line and all of this. Trust me, they do this. Same thing with the fellas. He got on his pants and he's still sagging. How you got your shirt tucked in your pants and his belt must not be tight. He's sagging his pants. I'm trying to tell you, this happens, guys. This happened. I'm not making this up. This happened. This happened. And you better teach her, if you got employees working for you too, when you do put employees into these jobs, you better teach them etiquette, because they're a representation of your company. They're a representation of your company. So if they supposed to wear the uniform a certain way or supposed to be a certain way, that's got to be part of your training, guys. Okay? If you guys have any more questions for me, I would love to answer them real quick. 3J says, yeah. Let me see here. His facility managed a commercial property. Do you reach out to them? Or what's your procedure? Say it's a facility beginning managed by. I think you're asking me if it's a facility that's being managed by a property management company. Do you reach out to the property management company? Yes, if you walk into a facility and they tell you that they don't hire or they don't handle the hiring of vendors or the hiring of contractors or whatever, and they give you another number to call or another place to go to, that might be the property management company, then that's who you have to go through. That's who you have to deal with, because they can't directly hire you in. So they'll send you to the parties that's able to do that. So you have to call or you have to drive there or whatever. You have to contact those individuals in order to get the contract at this particular facility. I think that's what you're asking me. Okay. You guys have any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions, guys? Yep. Okay, great. I'm glad I answered it for you, 3J. Yep, that's exactly how it happens. What payroll company do I use? Paychex, Paychex. You can go to paychex.com, follow on this video. That's a great company. Read the site. You call the 800 number, like let's say Monday, or it might even be open tomorrow. I don't know. Meet up with a representative. They give you a tutorial. They'll bring the laptop and give you a whole demo display, show you how it works, how everything gets how everything goes. So that way, before you hire them on, you would know everything. Like my company, today is payday at my company, or yesterday now, Friday, payday at my company. We got direct deposit. We use Paychex, Paychex. All right. They offer you can do direct deposit or you can do the paper checks. They handle your deductions and different things like that. You just have to let them know. You can log into the system at any given time and see what any employee has earned from year to date. You check their whole file as far as how much money they've made and everything, and deductions and all of that. It's called a back office. You just log into the back office and it'll tell you what each employee. Do you use a clock and app? I use a clock to punch in and out, and the clock is actually at the facilities, but I don't use an app for it. But I hear good and bad things about a clock and app. So it's up to you how you want to go with that. But I actually have a clock at each facility, whether it's my clock that we provide or whether it's a clock that's already at the facility that they allow our employees to use. Guys, have any more questions for me? And again, if you guys, not a problem at all. And again, if you guys, need to email me, you want me to take a look at your flyer, or like, let's say you even need coaching, Coaching, I just to let you guys know, not trying to sell it to you, but if just so you know, I dropped the price on it. Was $300 an hour. It was pretty steep for a lot of people, even though I think it's worth every bit of it. I dropped it down to 150 per hour for those that might be interested in coaching. So if you're at all interested in coaching over things that I don't necessarily talk about on YouTube, but that I cover on a coaching call, you're more than willing to to contact me. Just put coaching in the subject headline or in the subject line, and we can set you up with coaching. If you want me to take a look at your flyer, like I said, I won't charge you for that at all. You just send the flyer over, my assistant, to make sure that I get it and take a look at it. If you need to add something or take something out or whatever the case is, I'll let her know, or I'll personally email you back or personally call you. Always put your phone number, because I like to talk, as you guys see. So I like to make sure you guys hear that I'm the guy behind the camera a lot of times, right? So always put your number in there. I might give you a call, uh, you know, do an impromptu uh, coaching. A lot of times people ask me a question when I call them, and they say, "Hey, 5 minutes." Before long, I'm on the phone with them for a half an hour, 45 minutes. Again, like I said, I just want you guys to win. I really want you guys to win. I know if you go and do some of the things that I say do, and you execute properly, and you give yourself enough time, I'm sure you will make a lot of money, absolute lot of money, doing exactly what I do. If it can work in Michigan, it damn sure can work in Georgia. If it can work in Georgia, it damn sure could work in Arizona. From Arizona to Iowa to wherever, it'll work nationwide, internationally. Again, the only key is, though, is that you guys have to stay persistent and consistent. You have to stay persistent and consistent. You have to do this every single day. Every single day. There's many days that I don't get any traction. I just pick up nothing but business cards. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because I know if I keep going out enough, I know somebody's going to hire me. Same thing with picking up the phones, making the calls. No, we're not interested. No, we're not interested. No, we're not interested. We have our own cleaning company. We clean in house. We clean in house. We clean in house. No, we're not interested. No, we have our company already. Whatever the case is, I know if I keep picking up that phone and calling, somebody's going to give me a yes. And when I get that yes, that's going to change everything. That yes is going to motivate you to want to keep doing it anyway. Okay, that yes is going to motivate you to want to keep doing it anyway. I want you guys to get out there every single day. Every day you should be marketing. I tell people all the time, you should run your business like a presidential campaign. When a president is campaigning, they don't stop. They don't say, "Well, we gonna quit on Saturdays and Sundays." No, they're still out there campaigning. They're still going door to door. They're still passing out their flyers and hats and buttons and ink pens and mugs and all of this, right? They're still doing impromptu with the little loud speakerphone on the corner and trying to get you to vote for them and this and this and this. They still at the little local parks, got a whole little church going on at the park, right? Trying to get rally up people and get people motivated to vote for them. Again, guys, you have to work your business like it's a presidential campaign. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. Okay. Don't give me any excuses that your children is in the way in this, because at some point they got to go to sleep. So what are you doing when they go to sleep? Okay, I'm telling you, your fun days is over. So if your home girl wants you to hang out and go to the club, and you say, "Girl, I can't do it. I'm real busy this week. I can't do it this week." Now, if they want to help you and try to indulge and help you, get your business going and do certain things and help you out, cool. If they're not with the program, that's fine too. You stay with the program though. Same thing for my fellas. If your homeboy say, "Hey man, let's go shoot some hoops," and then, "Well, I can't do it right now. Maybe later. We could do it later. We'll see what. But right now, I got to do this." "Hey girl, you want to come through and drink and smoke?" "No, I can't. I can't do it right now. Can't right. Not right now. Maybe we'll see what's up later. But right now, I'm real busy." Okay. Again, like I say, a lot of times people do not believe in our dream until it becomes a reality. So a lot of your friends, family members, associates, you can't even tell that you started a business because they already programmed that it's not going to work, because they can't do it. They can't even foresee themselves doing it. They don't even get to the registering part, to register the LLC, to register the DBA name. They don't even get that far, because they don't see that in their future. They don't see nothing in their future. But they know what Cardi B is doing and who she marrying and how many kids she about to have and what's going on. They know all the gossip with Beyonce and Jay-Z. They know all of this. They don't know what's going on TMZ, but they don't know what's going on in their own life. And I'm telling you right now, if you're scared to, if you don't have a thick skin and you're scared to disappoint people, then you might not want to start up a business because you're going to disappoint a lot of people. There's people hating on you guys right now as you start your business. I don't know why she doing that. Ain't no money in that. She want to clean shit out of the toilets and this and this and that. I don't know why he doing that. And then those same people, when you making money, you gripping that 745 or you in that Jag or you moving out of your community and you got you a new little condo somewhere else. She thinks she all that. So you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So if they're going to hate on you, give them a real reason to hate on you. If they're going to hate on you, give them a real reason to hate on you. You damn if you do anyway, you damn if you don't. So you might as well do it. You understand? So again, I want to uplift you guys and give you a sense of motivation because I do want to see you guys win. This is for everybody. There's enough money out there for everybody. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, from the residential side to the commercial side, the window washing to power washing to parking lot cleanup. Any niche market in this industry you want to go to, you can make a ton of money. You understand? I would suggest starting with the basics, you know. But what I really like to tell people is to be educated on the products. And I think that um, the janitor supply stores do a very, very good job in educating you on the particular products. So I would suggest you start there. Like if you go to a janitor supply store, janitor supply house, as they like to call it, just walk through, get familiar with the products, the different all-purpose cleaners, green cleaners, the eco-friendly products, different things like that. Get familiar with the products. The difference between this and the difference between that. Same thing with carpet cleaning products and different things like that. Why you should pick this product over this product. Okay. That's what I would suggest. I mean, you could utilize the internet, but when you go to those janitor supply stores, all you got to do is type in janitor supply stores in Alpharetta, Georgia. Hilla. Since I'm talking to you specifically, just Google janitor supply stores in Alpharetta, Georgia. And if it's none in Alpharetta, then you go to the neighboring city, whatever is close to Alpharetta that you don't feel that you wouldn't mind driving to. You drive over there, just spend some time. Go with the open mind, not a rush to go in and out. Let them know, hey, I just started a commercial cleaning company. I just want to get familiar with the products. A lot of times they give you a catalog. They have a catalog that you can order your products out of, right? Or they have a catalog that, if you need a product, you can always just call them and say, hey, I was looking in the catalog. I was wondering if you have this product. If they don't have it, they can order it for you. Okay. And then call you when it come in. You can set up a company account with a lot of these distributions anyway. A company account. Okay. So, like I said, man, it's a beautiful thing though. When you get started, just get started and stay started, guys. Stay motivated. Don't be afraid to, like I say, contact like your janitor supply stores. Get familiar with the products. There's a lot of different products. Okay, but it depends on what your budget is. It depends on what you want to do, what you're trying to do. But those people are very, 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 very educated. They don't work with those products before, work with those particular solutions before. They can tell you the difference, why you should pick this over this, what this do, what this don't do. Is this a degreaser? Is this a non-degreaser? Like they can cover everything from A to Z on a lot of those products. So I would suggest that you guys utilize them to the hilt because that's what they're there for. Not a problem. Not a problem, man. Like I say, 3J, I can't monopolize this thing. So you on the West Coast, like I feel selfish to hold something back from you that can cause you to make yourself a lot of money over in the West Coast. You understand? Like I can't, like I'm not gonna benefit, but besides being selfish, if I didn't tell you that, like I guess not like if I don't tell 3J this, he's gonna fail. Eventually, you'll learn. You just wouldn't have learned it from me. You would have gotten it eventually, right? So like I said, I just want to see people. There's no reason for me to hold back. That's why I got over 400, 500 something videos, and they all like over well, not all, but a lot of them are over. They're very lengthy. I'll put it that way, over an hour long, and a very impactful, very informative. That's why I go live more than I do regular videos, because number one, I know people be having questions, right? And I want to answer their questions directly. Not everybody leave a comment, and I'm not on the comments enough to answer. My assistant, I get on and answer as much as I can, but my assistant do most of the answering. You understand? So like I say, I just want to see you guys win. I love when I get those emails and those phone calls. People like, Five, man, remember, man, it's just when you said my name, bro, like, like it's like I'm living vicariously through you a little bit, bro, because I could see myself, like when you was painting a picture and you was telling that story, I could see myself in that story. I could see myself doing that, man. When you said that about the family, how they don't help you and this and that, and when you said about the girlfriends and all the girls being around you, bro, and you just got to let them go, that resonated with me. You know, I mean, it's a lot of different things that people tell me, like, man, when you said that, man, that sparked my fire right there. And I had ladies, they was like, man, I can't, when you said about the baby daddies and he in a way, he not being helping, and he's not being encouraged, and to just let him go, or you know, shy away from them, and do my thing, and get my own business started. Fabio, when I did that, man, when I registered my DBA name, you don't know what that did to me. Like, I was looking at my son and I wanted to cry, because like I really feel like I can do this. So I get those type of stories. You understand? And then I get the success stories. I get the pictures and the emails, and people like, bam, just bought this new car. This is my new car I just bought. I've been doing it for 6, 7, 8 months. I've been doing it for a year. I've been looking at your videos and this and this and that. Fabio, I use your door tactics. Fabio, I use your phone tactics. Fabio, I use your flyer tactics. Fabio, I ordered your paperwork. I did this. you know, I get those type of stories. A lot of different emails. You understand? So, like I said, I just want to see people. I just want to see people win. I just want to see everybody win as much as possible. I know everybody. I know what I say won't resonate with everybody. I know everybody isn't going to listen to what I say. The vast majority of the people that's watching me is only watching me for pure entertainment. They're not going to execute on anything that I'm talking about. But for those that do execute and then email me, send me the first check, I'd be probably smiling harder than you. Like, man, you did it. Like, bro, you did it. I had to do, because he's like, man, he sent me a picture of his check, and it was a pretty sizable check. He's like, man, bro, if this shit don't go through my bank, bro, like, what if this money don't hit my bank, bro? I'm like, don't think negative. Just go ahead and put it in the bank and see what happens. It'll hit. It'll hit. Sure enough, the money hit its bank, which means they had the funds in their account. You understand? Man, I owe you, man. If you ever come to Phoenix, bro, if you ever come to Cali, man, you gotta let me know. It's on me, man. Like, bro, you just don't know. You understand? I done talked to people, kids, they watching my videos and ain't mine. Who is that? That's the boy with the long, he got the long braids, mama. That's the boy with the long hair. Like, people, I talk to people, kids. You understand? Like I say, and these are the stories that I don't talk about, but these the type of stories that touch me, because, like I say, I don't have nothing gain from hating on anybody, right? I'm doing my thing. My company does more than $250,000 annually in revenue. Like, I'm doing my thing. I just did 2K in a day. You understand? So I want to impute that information into you guys. I truly, truly want to see you guys win. You understand? But I do know that motivation has a lot to do with it. And I know in order for you guys to win, you have to take action. You have to. It's paramount. I'm not asking you to. I'm telling you, you have to. You have to. It's people that I call just like they my family. Hey, such as a, hey man, how did that deal go? You had emailed me about the deal. How did it? Five, what happened? Nah, bro, shit, no. Not know what happened was. I don't want to hear that, bro. All right, man. You right, man. Man, I seen you on the live and you was saying it, bro. It's just, bro, my ass. Like that's how I talk to him. Bro, my ass, man. You need to be on this, bro. We wasting time. We almost halfway through the year. I'm on you like that. When I call you now, I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I don't want to. Hey, Hilla, how did it go? Did you? Oh, okay. So you supposed to call them back when? Okay, well make sure you be on it. Make sure you be on it. Make sure you Hilla, make sure you be on it. Make sure you call him back. He said call you back on it. Okay, make sure you call it. What about the other one? The other one you when you emailed me about, you told me about the other one. Okay. So so when you supposed to put them on the contract? That's how I am. And I randomly do that. I randomly do that. Like you're not gonna even know. Like I ain't gonna harass you, try to sell you anything. I want to see you win. Now, if I call you and say, just the person I need, some people say that, just the person I need to speak to. Hey, Fab, man, look, I'm glad you called, but look, this is what I got going on. Okay, it's this one company I went to and da 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 da, and this is what they saying. And so, how do I overcome this, or what would you suggest that I do with this? And I give them my feedback. Now, I don't know if they're gonna win or lose. Like I don't know everything, right? But I share that information with them, and sometimes they be like, it fell through. It didn't go through, bro. And then sometimes I call them back and they be like, God damn, bro. Like, bro, I'm on one. I got that. You understand? Again, like I said, I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys win because I know what it takes to win. And it take a lot of consistent and being persistent. It take a lot of consistency and being persistent. You understand? If you're going to do this one day and then forget about it because your girl said, let's go smoke, and you want to go smoke, or you want to go look at the dudes at the La Park, or whatever the case is, you're not cut for this. We wasting each other time. We shouldn't even be on the phone because I want to get the money first, and then we can, go from there. Let's get the money first. Let's get that out the way. Let's get the business out the way. You understand? So again, like I said, guys, man, I really want you guys to do 2K in a day. If I can do it, you can do it. The only thing was I stood out there long enough. I went to enough doors. I put these things in my ear right here. Park my car. I'm like the mailman. I feel like I'm in competition with the mailman. You know how the mailman go door to door and drop the mail? Shit, I put these in my ear right here. Got the little mic so in case somebody called me. And I'm walking up and down the street, plugged into my phone, and I'm listening to audio books and motivational stuff. Knocking doors, going in. Good morning, ABC Dental. Yes, who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning for your facility? Oh, that would be Jack Smith. Oh, awesome. Is he available at this time? Oh no, I can give you his car, I give him my car, whatever, right? And then I'm on to the next building. Who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning for this facility? Oh, that'd be Isaiah Thomas. Great. Is he available at this time? He's not? Okay, give him my business card, give him a business card. Cool. Add him to the deck, wrapping the business cards up, go to the next door. Yes, who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning? That'd be Amy Schumer. Okay, great. Is Amy Schumer available at this time? Yeah, she's in the back. You got a moment? Yeah, sure. Amy, come out, introduce myself, let Amy know why I'm there, right? Let her know what I have to offer. Try to see if I can get a walkthrough since I got Amy right here. Do a quick walkthrough. Take some notes. You got your paperwork with you. You ready to go? Your notepad, your ink pens. You ready to go? You take some notes. Boom, you get out of there, write it up, put it together in an estimate or a bid proposal, whatever you want to call it. Turn your numbers in, and ultimately ask for the sale. Try to close it and get on the contract. It's that simple. Okay. Now it doesn't always go that way, but the process is simple to me. And once you hear enough no's, you'll be immune to it. Once you hear enough no's, you'll be immune to it. It won't bother you as much because you go in with the expectation of getting the contract, but when you don't get it, you don't take it personal. Okay? Let me see if you guys have any more questions here. Hey, I'm fitting to call them. Yeah, yeah. You call them. I got this method that I like to call the after hours method when I call businesses. I know that they're closed. I'm gonna get a voicemail. I leave a short little brief message on the voicemail. Don't leave it too long, because hell, people don't even like to check voicemails these days. So you damn sure don't want to leave a long message on there. Okay, I do that every once and again. I don't like to do it too often because I know people don't check their voicemails like that. I don't even get a chance to check mine like that. Okay, so I'd rather wait where I can get a live person over the phone. But every once and again, I like to do what I call my after-hour marketing, and that's when I'll call and with the knowing of them not going to answer the phone, and I will be able to leave a voicemail. Now, sometimes that could backfire because once they know who you are, what you're calling for, they don't call you back, and then when you do get them on the phone, they got all type of excuses on why they don't want to do business and yada yada yada. So you just kind of have to pick and choose with it. But it has worked in the past. I have had people to call me back, just leaving voicemails. Okay. So again, um, like I said, guys, watch your association with people. You know, whatever you post on Facebook, start putting positive messages out, positive themes and positive memes and positive, quotes and different things like that. And that energy, man, is going to bring the type of energy that you're looking for. Trust me, that energy is going to bring the type of energy that you're looking for. And all of a sudden, the people that you rock with now is going to think that you changing up, you switching up, you on some fuck shit, this and this and that. It's not that. It's just that you see a bigger, a bigger dream for yourself. You got bigger goals for yourself. So it's not that you on any fuck shit or anything. It's just that you tired of being in the situation that you in. And the only person that's going to help you get out of it is you. You understand? And that's what I had to deal with. I don't like Fabio and this. I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it. I got some money in the bank though. I don't gotta wait till my check to, yay, go get a pair of shoes. You know. So that's how you have to that's how your mindset have to be. I'm cool with it, you know. So like I say, people gonna talk about you when you up, they're gonna talk about you when you down. So you might as well, get your shine on and let them talk about you while you up. They're gonna talk about you anyway. They're gonna switch up on you anyway. You understand? So that's that. Guys, have any more questions for me? Have any more questions for me? Once again, my email for those that want to email me, got any questions, whatever the case is. I know sometimes there's people that shy, they don't want to ask me on the live. They'd rather email me and ask me a question. Maybe it might be personal or something. People might want to talk to me about something. So again, if you email me, you want to talk to me, just put your name and your phone number in the email. And my assistant to get it over to me and make sure I give you guys a call. That's bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. How do you talk price per hour per job? Ah, Michelle, I think you came in late on the video. It depends on the size, the square feet. It depends on the square feet. Most times it's flat rate for me. When it's a smaller and medium sized building, when it's a bigger building, then the dynamics change. We talk per hour, but most of the time I charge flat rate. Okay, and that's has to do with the workload. In other words, what we have to do, how long I feel like it's going to take, and how many days of the week it is. The more days it is, the less you could charge. The more days it is, the less you can charge. So if you have a 5 day a week account, 7 day a week account, the less you could charge. The key word in that sentence is could. The less days you work, the more you want to charge. Why? Because it's going to be a bigger mess by the time you get to it. Okay. Unless you're running what we're talking about, like a special deal, like what I was talking about, the flyer, the irresistible offer, right? But most times, like the less you clean, the more you want to charge, right? Especially if it's a once a week, because by the time you get to it the following week, it's going to be more, opposed to if you was cleaning it 2 or 3 times a week, it'll be less, right? Because it'll be more upkept. So again, the more days you work, the less you could charge because you were in there more frequent. The less days you work, the more you want to charge, generally speaking. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. You guys have any more questions for me? Once again, you can always hit me up at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. That's going to do it for now. I'm Fabio Hart. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Take care, guys.